How are you?
Fine, fine.
Good.
You're up very early for a Saturday morning.
Oh, yeah. It's great being up early.
You all right?
Huh?
Nothing wrong?
Oh, no. Can I fix you a little breakfast? You haven't eaten yet, have you?
No, I'm fine. Thank you. I'm not hungry.
Too bad. Fix a mean omelet.
All right, come on. What's wrong?
Okay, I know how you're always open to new clients.
I'm not going to like the sound of this.
No, just let me explain, okay? A woman came into the club where I was playing last night.
I knew I wasn't going to like the sound of this.
I had seen her a few times before, but this time she was crying. So I took her out for a cup of coffee, and I found out she's in a lot of trouble.
And you told her about me?
Yeah. What else was I gonna do? It's her first time in New York. She doesn't have any money.
Scott!
And she's pregnant.
And what's that got to do with me?
No, see, the guy who got her that way has been following her around, and he says that he's gonna beat her up if she doesn't come back to him.
She told you that, did she?
Yeah, last night.
Scott, please do tell me that is not her.
No, that's her. She's been waiting outside. You're gonna love her, Dad. She's really nice.
Scott!
Come on. Yeah. Come on in. Okay. Dad, this is Shirley Gossett. Shirley, this is my father, Robert McCall.
It's very nice to meet you, Mr. McCall. Your apartment is lovely.
Thank you, Miss Gossett.
Shirley, I told my dad a little bit about what you told me last night at the club. And if anyone can help you, he can.
Well, I'm just so glad you've been honest with him, Scott. I think this is a very mature decision.
Well, what are you talking about?
Well, you can't keep me in the closet forever.
I'm sorry?
Scott, hold on. Excuse me, Miss Gossett. Would you elaborate on that statement?
You mean you haven't told him? Mr. McCall, well, your son is the father of my child.
Dad, I swear, the only thing I ever shared with that woman is a cup of coffee. You gotta believe me.
Oh, I do. I was just thinking, when this is all settled, you and I are going to have a very serious conversation.
Okay. But Dad, what do we do now? Do you think she wants money?
Well, how else is she going to mend her broken heart? I'll tell you something else that's definite.
What?
She's not going to be alone.
What do you mean?
She's a shark. Female con artist. Female con artists always have a bodyguard.
This is a nightmare.
Mind you, there is one thing that a shark respects.
What's that?
A bigger shark. We're going back inside, and don't you say a word, Scott. Not one single word. Well, Miss Gossett, we really have arrived at a most amusing situation.
What do you mean?
Two massive liars have collided.
You don't believe me?
Oh, yes, I do. I believe every word, every single word. Anyway, Scott has admitted the whole sordid affair. Tell me all about it. Nasty little steamy meetings in dirty little hotels. Oh, the whole thing is absolutely disgusting. I don't know why you two young people didn't come to me before. Scott, don't you think it is time that we told this young woman the truth?
Wait a minute, I don't understand.
Don't worry, sweetheart, you will. Scott, sit down. You see, he is not my son any more than you are his mistress.
What do you mean he's not your son? You're lying.
Nope. You see, we have a business arrangement, he and I. We are international distributors of an age-old product, young women. He collects them for me,
What?
usually on a Saturday morning. Now, Miss Gossett, where would you like your child to be born? Paraguay? Saudi Arabia? You see, we're going to get a very, very good price for you, sweetheart. After all, it's two for the price of one, isn't it?
You get away from me. Bill! Bill, I got trouble in here!
Bill? Who's Bill?
Open up or I'll break it down.
Sorry, Bill, I wouldn't do that if I were you. I think it's Saudi Arabia of you, sweetheart, I really do. I can just see you now, out there in the middle of a beautiful desert in a hot, Hot harem, sweetheart. You have precisely 10 seconds to get out of this building. And don't you ever, ever come back.
You jerk!
How was I supposed to know?
Where do you think you're going? Scott, I think it is now time that you and I have this little conversation.
Oh, Dad, can we postpone that for another time? I have an appointment with an old friend, and I'm late already. I really appreciate how you handled that. That was great. I'll let myself out the back way.
Perhaps Scott could visit her when the situation is more conducive. Hmm?
I'd appreciate that very much.
Scott, shall we?
The way he talked about her, you'd think she'd been out of her mind for years. It's just not true. I know her.
That's an emotional response, Scott. What we have to have is hard evidence.
Okay, so how do we get evidence?
Well, you're going to take a train to Manhattan. There's a pad down there with a pen. Take these names. Henry Baxter, Judge of Probate Court. George Homestead, Planning Commission. Now, Baxter will be able to get hold of a copy of her father's will. I want to find out exactly what the terms and conditions of that bequest were. Homestead, he has access to all architectural drawings of every building in the county. I want the original blueprints of the Whitton Manor.
Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Thank you, Scott. I'm glad.
Hey. They're taking her somewhere.
All right. Follow them. And when you get to the destination, stay and observe. Don't do anything else. Just observe. You take my car. Here are the keys. I'll telephone you to find out what the location is, and I'll join you. I need your keys.
You're gonna drive my car?
Yes, I'm going to drive your car. What do you want me to do? Walk?
No. I just don't see you in my car.
Thank you. Let's see. Give me the blueprints.
All right, where are you going?
I'm going to take a little stroll in the woods with blueprints. That's logical, isn't it?
Yeah. Good luck.
Scott, I will never forget when he came through that window.
Yeah, well, he'd be a little more incredible if he'd wear his bulletproof vest once in a while.
I still can't believe that it was Ken. He must have been in that room listening to every psychiatric session I had in the hidden room just so that he could terrify me. He was my best friend growing up.
Yeah, well, you can be glad he dropped that triathlon pin, and my father found it. Tell you, after that, his show was over. Quick call to Hawaii, where he never showed up, and one to your uncle to get him to the scene. Piece of cake.
Brilliant deduction, especially since you spent most of your time unconscious on the floor.
Just pulling a little shoe-level surveillance, Dad.
Oh, I see. That was it, was it?
What do you think they were going to do with us?
East River, probably. Salt and pepper. Cup. Remove the glass. Thank you.
Well, I would just like to thank both of you for everything that you've done for me.
Our pleasure. Just tell me something. When are you going to get out of that wheelchair?
Well, the doctor says that I'm making progress already. I've taken the first step. I know it's all in my head.
All right.
Scott, can you assist me?
Sure. Oh, Dad, can we talk in the other room for a minute?
Ah, don't touch the shoulder, Scott.
Sorry. Can we talk in the other room?
I'm just about to have a bagel.
I know, they're not going anywhere. Deborah, will you excuse us for 1 minute, please?
Sure.
Excuse me.
Thanks.
The shoulder!
Sorry.
Excuse him. Well, what is it?
I hate to mention this, Dad, but, you know, I did do a lot of work to help break this thing open.
You were of certain assistance, yes.
Yeah, and on top of that, you wouldn't even have taken this case.
Well, now that is for certain.
Yeah. Since all the above is true, I thought, Dad, that I deserved some sort of, commission.
You thought you what?
Not a lot, Dad. Just, what you give the other guys, Mickey, Jimmy, those guys, when you hire them.
I cannot believe what I'm hearing. I cannot believe it. I took this case, as you call it, as a personal favor to you because this young lady is your friend. I get myself shot I nearly break my damn neck falling over banisters. And you are asking me for money?
What, you don't think my work was valuable?
That's not the point.
Well, if it's a problem, just forget it.
It's a problem. I've forgotten it.
You know, Dad, I really like working with you. We ought to do this more often. In fact, I'm going to bring you a new client every Saturday.
Scott, you wouldn't do that.
Try me.